Okay, round two. I think we should be good. My bad. I didn't check to see if the mic was working before I pressed go, and now I do need to lower gain on here, and we should be good. So hello everyone. Hope you're doing well. Let's see if I can get this in the right spot for me. Big day, Seattle expansion draft. Let's go. Let me know if everything sounds good, and I'm gonna put on some nice chill music in the background. Something nice and relaxing. That should be good. All right. Where are we? All right. Who's Victoria says I sound good. Thank you very much, Victoria. Niels Hogelander, so glad we developed Cole Lynn for 4 years just for him to be taken in the expansion draft. Well, at the end of the day, I mean, could it be worse? Canucks, lots of teams lost really good players. And at the end of the day, Cole Lynn, you know, might have had a shot, might not have. We'll never know. I guess we will. We'll see how he does with Seattle. But for now, we don't know. And that's just fine at the end of the day. Jacob, hello. Would you like the Canucks to trade Louis Eriksson for Pontus Aubrek? Absolutely. Hello, Swifter. Agam, petition to ban the words Pontus Aubrek. Yeah, we'll get a bit of that today, I'm sure. JK, how you doing? I don't have my purple light in the background. Where's my... Turn it up. Maybe a blue for the Kraken? Sure, why not? It's okay. It's working. Oh, okay. I think we're back. I don't know why it's cutting out. It really shouldn't be, unless I'm like nudging the cable out. But I should be good now. I don't know when it cut out. I don't know how much you lost of me. But that should be better. And if it keeps doing this, I'll just cry. Do you think Holtby will be traded? I think they might try to trade him. But I don't know if they're going to be able to do much for it. Hello, Dabnad. How you doing? All right, have a good one, Habs. It looks like Seattle's going to have taken Giordano, JK. I don't have like a good way to... I'm trying to think of a good way to show all the picks. I mean, I could just... What if I take this? What if I take... Let's get some production value going here. Let's take this, copy it, move it to here. All right, you guys see what I'm doing? Do this and put it here. All right. Can I reverse this? Transform. Flip horizontal. He's got it. He's got it figured out, folks. Okay, and then I can go a little more over here. Look at this play. Look at this play. And then I just need some text. Add. Let's add this one. That's big. And this will be our running list. Perfect. This will be our running list of players that get selected as we go. But we will, I mean, we do have all of, I mean, we do have the roster mostly, right? Like I can, let me adjust this to here, this to here, this to here. I mean, like we've pretty much, if I go like this, and then like this, and we've pretty much got the roster. I think this is almost everyone. So we can, I mean, we can just kind of stick on this page and we just confirm as we go. Unless you guys don't want it spoiled, then I can hide this. Killing the music, because we got to listen to our boy Gary. NHL team list. Let's go. Buffalo, Calgary, Carolina, Chicago, Colorado. Oh my god, this is a long list, guys. I don't know if we're going to be able to fit all this on the page. TBTR. Okay, that should be all the teams listed here. Let's get rid of etc. All right, we've got our list. Oh. That might be too small for you guys to see, but the original Seattle Kraken. Guys, they're doing it. They're naming the team. Let's get started, he says. All right, boys. Money on Hayden Fleury being the first pick. What is this order? Do you guys see this? Do you guys see the order on their screen? It's so whack. Like Vancouver's at the bottom. It's weird. I wonder if that's some foreshadowing. "12 minutes. So we know you're not watching it. Well, that's not going to help very much, is it? Whose fault is the leak? I mean, it's Frank's doing his job, right? If Frank's able to get access to it, that's not his fault. That's good for him. That makes his website look great, right? Daily Faceoff is feeling great right now. So Frank did everything he's supposed to do. The NHL shouldn't have made the deadline 9-10 hours before 9 hours? 9 hours before the event. Like, that's on them, in my mind. So yeah, it's definitely, I would say it's the NHL's fault for being dumb. Yeah, like they should have had to submit the picks. Like they should have been able to submit the picks at like 5. Like that should have been the deadline. And then like sure, some of it might get leaked right now, but like it would be cool if it was like, you know, the actual announcements happened at the as it happened. Kind of ruined it a little bit. Like they're showing like Tarasenko clips. It's like we all know, you know, like we know they're not taking Tarasenko. What are the odds Lind scores his first goal against us? You'd say pretty high. Well, they play the Canucks, I think, 6 times a season, something like that. So I would say 6 out of 82 would be my bet. Probably like 7%, 8%. I know it's fun to be like, oh, everything's, it's going to be against the Canucks, but I mean, probably not. I got B-Wags. Oh, Macklemore. Let's go. Macklemore. Woo! I'm trying to find my camera. I got so much garbage open. Wow, Kevin Weeks. Oh, his mic doesn't work, just like me. Oh my god, my mic literally doesn't work. Okay, now it's working again. I was gonna say Kevin Weeks' mic stops working, and so does mine. What is going on? Unless it just doesn't update my meters while I'm in properties. But it should. Let's set this back to default. Make my face look better. Nothing too exciting yet, hey? They're really taking their time on this whole picks thing. I'd like them to just sort of get into it, you know? Yeah, Lind will probably be on their farm team. Like, I don't think he's gonna get a lot of ice time for a while. Yeah, Lind. I mean, Lind didn't really get much of a chance, but also, yeah, in his time he did have, it wasn't like super excellent or anything. You know, he wasn't like. I was like, man, this kid's going to be a stud. It's like, he has a shot. What is it? It's broken again. Are we? What is going on with this mic? I don't know if it's Streamlabs or if it's the mic itself, but we're back, I guess. Hello, hell of a shot. How you doing? I don't know why it's so wonky. Yeah, we might get a marbles in after. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Um, why is the chat box stop so short? I guess that's where I have it. Elbow cough. I love that that's what it says, even though it's a dab emoji. It's just a lot of showmanship here. They got to hype up the Seattle people and be like, all right, we're going to have fun. Woo! We're going to pick a team. Let's go. Go team. Make sure everything's working. Yep, everything's working. Perfect. All right, here we go. It looks like things are happening. Let's get to it, folks. By division, that's why they're so wonk. That's why it's all wonky. So it's Boston first. Oh my goodness, this is messy. I need to, that looks terrible. Alignment left. There we go. Okay, well, this can be smaller. I guess that's also why they do this, is because they need to have, like, their things scripted ahead of time. Buffalo Sabres. William Borgen, I'm betting. We'll see. I am watching on cable. Seattle is tanking before they're starting. I think they're going to be fine. I think they're going to be a very mediocre team to start. Wow, the Sonics coach from a million years ago, before my time. Wow. Lenny Wilkins. I'll take Borgen off the list because he hasn't actually been picked yet, guys. Who knows? Who knows? They might not take him. Well, I mean, while we're waiting, we can talk about the Lozon pick. That kind of surprised me. We picked Nick Ritchie in our mock, and I think our alternative. Who was the other guy we were thinking of? Man, I am forgetful. There was another guy that seemed like a better pick than. Oh, Buffalo Sabres. Here we go. Yeah, Will Borgen. Yeah, let's bring out a legendary basketball player and coach to announce Will Borgen. Wow. Exciting. Thank you, Lenny. Wow, he's just 24 and he's played like 8 games. 14 games. Sorry, it was actually only 14. I guessed when I said 8. And it's actually just 14. Yikes. Oh, we're getting an octopus to announce this pick. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's normal. This is a very normal thing we're doing here. Dennis Cholowski. Yeah. Vancouver boy. Langley boy. Again, there has to have been a deal here, right? Where can you stream this draft? It's got to be on Sportsnet or ESPN2. So if you get either of those, I don't know how you can stream it though. I'm surprised they didn't take Stetcher. Because I mean, Stetcher's better than Cholowski. I mean, Cholowski's fine. He's young. But I'd be kind of surprised if there wasn't some sort of side deal on Detroit's side being like, hey, we'll throw you a 6th if you don't take Stetcher or whatever. Although, I don't know if they're going to be announcing those trades like that or if they literally just went the Cholowski route. The Angry Beaver. It's in alphabetical order by division, which is dumb. And we're getting a commercial. 3 picks in. This might be a chance for me to rework my... If it's actually a commercial, I'm going to rework my whole thing here. Oh, no, leave that there. Yeah, it is a commercial. We'll do this. I'll move over. And then what we can... this is going to be a pain, isn't it? I don't want to fix it. What's up, Justin? It was a solid start. They had to do it. They knew. God, this commercial's so loud. Turn that down. Yeah, I mean, it is dumb that they're going division by division. Because I noticed Vancouver was the last team that'll get revealed. And it's like, okay, like why? Technically we don't need to see the chat. I like to have the chat up though. And the reason I have it, I mean, like, I could, this side, I could go like 4 divisions, but then I'd have to look up the divisions and reorganize, and I'm kind of lazy. I could do it. Like if I just slide this over like that, and then slide this over, it'll just be a lot of copying and pasting. I can go copy, paste, duplicate, drag it over, and then I can go NHL teams. And so I don't miss any. There we go. Oh, this is like the current divisions though. I want NHL standings 2020. Here we go. Here's my divisions. This one, so we'll keep the first one. What division are they doing first? They're doing Atlantic first. So it's going to be Boston, Buffalo, Calgary's out. Carolina will be farther down. Chicago's out. Columbus is out. Or, no, that's not right. Dallas. Look at how productive this is. Yeah, there's a commercial though. Like, I have time, so it's fine. Some people's names are blue because they are mods. Carolina will be down there. We'll do that. We'll have the Habs. Sens are in this division. Who am I missing? Florida, Toronto, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, Florida, Toronto. Toronto would be after, right? Something like that. There's no way that I make this look good in time. Mods are people who can just like ban people in case there's some rowdy chatters, which I don't really expect, but I wish that I had known that they were doing this by division beforehand. Vegas, Vancouver are out. St. Louis, these teams are all in the other division. Winnipeg's not there. Is that everyone? Minnesota's not in there. Am I missing someone? Is there 7 teams in that division? Dreger! We expected that. Oh, he's there! Wow! He's there, guys! I kind of want to undo everything I've just done. I'm doing it. I'm undoing everything. Actually, I can just delete this one. That was a waste of time. I'm sorry. It's not worth the effort. Delete this. Move this back. Not that one. It's going to be their starting goalie, Chris Dreger. Mods are just people that I mod. That's it. Yeah, don't ban me, please. I don't think you're able to ban the streamer. All right, let's put Dreger's name here. Oops. Testing. All right, we're still good. Not broken yet. I like this pick because Carey Price was the only other like solid goalie option, and that's so risky on that contract. Yeah, the 8-year term for Hyman potential is ugly as heck. That's all I'll say. That's like actually just gross if they give him 8 years. Cale Fleury from the Habs. which we knew. I would have I thought Kulak would have been a better choice here. And that's what our chat thought would be a better choice over Cale Fleury. But I guess they disagree. I just figured out a better way to do this. What if I do this? Where's the halfway point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. What if I take this? X. Back. Done. Duplicate. Oh, copy. Duplicate. I've got it, folks. I've got it. This is the play. Oh, that broke everything. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Go back. I'm trying so hard to make this fun, and I'm ruining it. Let's take that. Delete this. Duplicate. And then we can take this. Macklemore. I realize this probably doesn't do anything. Well, maybe it does. Wow, Macklemore. My favorite rapper. There. That's a little better. I don't know who NH is. I don't know why they're on my list. NJ, maybe. Joey Decord from Ottawa. Goalie. Yeah, again, when we knew was coming, and one I don't get, right? They take Decord instead of taking Kaapo Kakkonen from Minnesota. Which is weird, because that seemed like a slam dunk pick. But they go with Decord instead. From Ottawa, they could have gotten like an Evgeny Dadonov. That would have been fun, right? Like an actual good second line goal scorer, playmaker. Would have been excellent on their team. But they go with Joey Decord instead, which I don't really get. Yeah, Hyman is asking for too much. From Tampa Bay, they do take Yanni G, which we expected. And he'll probably slot in as their number one center right now, right? I mean, like, what's the next best option? Like Calle Yarncroke from Nashville? I think that's sort of where they end up. Yeah, they do have legends calling out like not very good players, right? Like the whole getting like the coach of the championship winning Supersonics to call out William Borgen is just kind of disgraceful. Yep, Amanda, it's Yanni, and I think that was my pick. It was sort of I think that was a pretty easy pick. Because you're getting a guy who literally is probably going to be your 1C. And with that ice time, he could really excel. They did blow a 3-1 lead to Montreal. You're right. Thanks for reminding us. I love it. they're just trashing the Leafs. I love it. Yanni's contract, it's like 5 point something. Uh, 5.16 for another 4 years. So cost controlled, good player, 1-2C. The stage is just kind of like they're like in a park, it looks like, with a nice stage. It's fine. Catches the fish. Jared Mccann. So this is an interesting one, right? Because it ends up being... It ends up being that they basically traded a 7th and Philip Hallander, to protect Alex Kerfoot. It's like Kerfoot's not very good. Jared McCann's better, which is why they picked him. It's a good pick from Seattle. I don't understand why Toronto went 4-4-1, like to protect Justin Hall when like McCann's probably better as well. So kind of whack. Leafs or Seattle? Neither. We're going to be rivals with Seattle, but I'll always have a soft spot for hating the Leafs. I think betting will try to make a trade to keep Lind. I think it's too late. Roosta, I think it is too late. I think they would have had to do it earlier, and it would have had to they would have had to make a trade to force Seattle to take Holtby. And I don't think it was, I think whatever happened, it didn't end up being worth it. And I think it's fine to lose Lind, because when you're going into an expansion draft like this, and that's the player you lose, a 2nd round pick from a few years ago who hasn't really had a shot in the NHL, but also in his limited time in the NHL hasn't really shown, like you haven't seen that flash that's like, oh, he's got it. Like he could have that spark in him. So at the end of the day, I think, you're okay with losing a guy like Colin. You got to lose somebody, right? Don't try to outsmart yourself. Just sort of take the L and let them take Colin. Yeah, I don't think we're losing a ton either, Monotone. Who are they hucking this fish to? Ah, he caught it. Who is it? Oh, it's JT Brown? Is that who it is? Am I crazy? That's him, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's JT Brown. Sorry, I just forgot. I forgot what his name was. Lockwood seemed better than Lynn, so it's fine. Yeah, and I mean, it was either like that or McEwen or Gadjevich, and I think Lynn's the right choice for Seattle. The higher ceiling, maybe the lower floor. That is, yes. Mccann is back on the West Coast. Can I post a video about next year's prediction soon? It's hard because there's still draft and free agency. Like, so much can happen. We can have trades for the next 3 weeks. There could be some real shakeups. So I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. You hope Seattle isn't one of those teams Vancouver always loses to. Yeah, I don't. Right now, looking at, like, we know what their roster is going to be day one, Seattle. We're just sort of playing along at this point. I think they're going to be I think they're going to have a better defense than the Canucks. I think they're going to have probably a pretty even. I think they're going to be slightly better than Vancouver day one. Like, basically, they'll be competing for a playoff spot. But I don't think it's going to be like, oh, the Canucks just can't beat these guys. I think they'll be fine. They have a better D-core for sure. Yeah, Giordano, Dunn, Larson. That's a solid little top 3. I mean, I have their roster plugged into that model that we used the other day when we put our mock draft together. We were able to get up to 107 points. This projects them at 102, which would be really good. Thoughts on the goaltending, asks Dean. So Chris Driedger, I mean, he hasn't played a lot, right? I don't know exactly what his games played are. So he played 23 games this year and then 12 last year. So he doesn't even have 40 NHL games. But he put up a 927 last year and a 938 the year before. So he really looks like, I mean, it's going to be his first time playing 50, 55 games, with probably Vanacek behind him. I think he's going to be a good goalie. Like, he looks like a guy, like, even if he's putting up like a 915, let's say, like, he's 27 already, but let's say his 927 and his 938 the last couple of years, let's say those were a little overkill, and he falls down to like a 915, still going to be like a top 15 goalie in the NHL. probably at worst. So I think Seattle's going to have a really solid goaltender. It just depends on whether Driedger can take on a full season workload. And I think, Vitek Vanacek, who's probably going to be the backup, is a guy who also has high upside, right? I think they have two guys who are very unproven, but in the right scenario and with good coaching could become really good goalies in the NHL, both of them. So I wouldn't be too concerned about their goaltending right now. Wherever Edler lands, he'll get his 100th goal against us, probably. All right, that just seems likely. Seattle goaltending's iffy. I kind of disagree. It is iffy, but I think their ceiling's really high. Do something interesting, Seattle. Yeah. I think Hamonic will sign with Vancouver. I think he'll move on because I think the Canucks got good value out of him, and it's time to try to find someone else that you can sign for cheap and get good value out of, because the Canucks don't have the cap room. Hamonic's going to want a raise and have earned a raise, in my opinion. So I wouldn't be too surprised if Hamonic goes elsewhere. The Washington Wild. We need RD so badly. Every team in the NHL does, though. Let's be real. Like, right-handed defensemen, I don't know why. I don't understand why there's just like not very many right-handed defensemen in the NHL when like 90% of the general population is right-handed. It doesn't really make sense. Yeah. But most teams are in need of some right-handed defensemen. Will the Canucks have an improved defense, or will it be about the same? I mean, they got to replace Edler and probably Hamonic. I don't know if they're going to do much improving, though. Adam Larson was a good, hopefully guy, and that's not going to happen. He's in Seattle now. We got Morgan Geekie going to Carolina, exactly what we expected. He'll be good. He can play center. I could see him as like a 3C to start off the year. He's young. He's 23 years old. I think that's a fine pick. Who did we pick from Carolina when we did this? We picked Jake Bean. That was why I was a little confused. They're picking a young forward. I think Jake Bean is a better pick here. Like, Jake Bean just looks like he could genuinely be a real top four defenseman. If you want a shot at the NHL, become a right-handed D. I don't know, right? Because if like 75% of the good defensemen in the NHL are lefties, and only 10% of the people in the world are lefties, then being a lefty seems like you'd have a better shot at making the NHL. Yes, this one's weird. From Columbus, they're taking Gavin Bayreuther. Now, if you've never heard of Gavin Bayreuther, you're not alone. I don't know who this is. He is a defenseman who's already 27 years old, with only 2 seasons under his belt. They probably just took him because he doesn't cost anything. I wish they went Max Domi. That would have been fun. And they probably could have flipped Max Domi if need be, right? You probably get something for him. Who doesn't know Gavin Bayreuther? Sorry. Gavin Bayreuther. So Gavin Bayreuther has played 28 NHL games. He has 6 points. And he is a +1. Great. What a pick. From the New Jersey Devils, Nathan Bastian. So all of the picks have been exactly what we thought it would be. Now this one's kind of weird. Who did I have for them? So they didn't go Will Butcher, which seems kind of weird to me. Nathan Bastian, I think, is like, he's fine. Nathan Bastian. So he's 23, turning 24 this year. He's played 48 games. Is that what it is? 13 points. So 20-point pace over a course of one season, which, you can't base anything off of yet. 10 points in 41 games this year. So 20-point pace. 21 penalty minutes, so a bit of an edge, maybe. But I mean, like, Will Butcher just seems like such a good pick. And this goes back to Seattle valuing cap space, right? Again, he's getting paid literally 825 grand. He makes no money. So if they're just trying to keep all their cap space open so they can make a splash in free agency and they think that space is worth more than Will Butcher, then that's kind of, I guess, what their goal is. Gavin, the face of the NHL Bayruther. They're taking replacement level players and Yanni Gourde. Yeah, I feel like they're just doing whatever they can get the most value out of cap wise, and then going out and signing, what's his name? Who did they sign? Like, and gave way too much money, like 20 minutes ago. I wasn't paying attention. Friedman, Alexiak. They're giving Alexiak like a bunch of money. So yeah, Jordan Eberle to the Kraken. This is a good pick. This is a really good pick. You're getting a bona fide 60-point winger who can play on your first line. Like, this is a good pick. Like, I mean, 33 points, 55 games this year. His last full season, 59 points. He had a few 65 points, 76-point seasons back with the Oilers when he was younger. He's only making $5.5 million on the cap for the next 3 years. Like, this is kind of a no-brainer in my mind. And this is who we picked in our mock draft. We picked him as our number 1 right winger. I really don't hate those Kraken jerseys. The white ones, they look good. Also, Jordan Eberle looks good, so that probably helps. The logo is massive. Yeah, it's a big logo. It really is, hey? Wow, now that thing's enormous. I really like their color scheme. I like the sort of, not really mint, but like a light blue. I think it looks good. It's not a color that's in the NHL, really. Like, it's not San Jose's colors. It's a little more minty. But yeah, the logo is a little big. I wish Seattle did something with the green. I would imagine their third jersey would be something green, like how Vegas went gold on their thirds. Yeah, so like Agam says, like something like the anchor on a green jersey would be pretty slick. Although I guess green isn't really one of their colors, is it? I don't know. Fleury and Pesci would look awesome in Canucks jerseys. Yeah, the Canucks just need some depth. Colin Blackwell. Which we expected. This is who we picked in our mock draft too. A guy who can play 3 or 4C well, right? Like, he's a hard worker. He's 28 years old. He's only really played a few seasons, but he's got 32 points in 80 career games. So if you can put him on your third or fourth line, he can put up 30 points for you. And with a bit of an edge, I mean, you're not complaining. How quick until Seattle and Vancouver fan bases hate each other? If they happen to both make the playoffs and meet in the playoffs year 1, that would be awesome. But I think if there's just a lot of close games between them, it'll happen. I think Vancouver fans will hate Seattle quickly, but I think it might take a while for Seattle to reciprocate, because they're going to be sort of in that honeymoon phase of just joining NHL. Remember, like Vegas and San Jose, right? It took that one playoff matchup, then they hate each other, and they'll hate each other forever because of it. And I think it's going to be sort of a similar situation. I think a playoff matchup between these two teams would be just perfect for a rivalry. And we're going to commercial, which is fun. Very exciting. Love me a good commercial break. So yeah, it looks like the leaks were right. I mean, there's no surprises here. Canucks should trade Schmidt for Pesci. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't hate it. Let's put some tunes on while we're waiting. Some nice little chill beats. Some nice relaxation. And remember, guys, if you're not already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and tonight at 10 o'clock, Clay and I, of course, every Wednesday right now for the month of July, we're doing Canucks After Dark. And by the way, the NHL draft is in 2 days. Sure, this was all spoiled for us, right? All the picks were spoiled. We kind of know who's getting picked. But hey, on Friday, we're not going to know who gets drafted ahead of time. So tune in Friday, 5 p.m. I'll be live for the NHL draft. And then 10 p.m. on Friday night, we'll also do Canucks After Dark. If you don't know what Canucks After Dark is, there's a link in the description. It's a podcast that I do every week with Clay live on YouTube, and you can watch it there. Honestly, I've lowered my expectations for Vancouver so much that anything makes me happy. Yeah, my expectations aren't super high ever anymore. But I would like some happiness, some real good moves. And I think we got that with the Jason Dickinson move. I think that was a good trade. Well, while we're here, I want to know what you guys are expecting from the Kraken year one. I put a poll out on my YouTube channel a few days ago, once the lists were out, saying, where do you expect the Kraken to finish? And lots of it, I can pull it up right now. 48% said they'll compete for a playoff spot but fall short of the playoffs, and 39% said get into the playoffs as a middling team. So basically 80%, 90%, 85% think they're going to make or be right on the bubble with the Canucks. So I'm going to put a poll out. More likely to make the playoffs this year? Canucks, Kraken. Let's put a little poll out, shall we? What's Pesci's cap hit in war? I don't have the war machine open right now. Pesci makes 4 mil for the next 3 years, it looks like. It's a fine contract. It's a good contract, honestly. I think he's got a lot of value. Team on paper is better than Vancouver and Calgary. Sure. Do I vote with bias or with brain? I want brain, folks. Give me your genuine opinion. Do I have... I don't have that open anymore. Let's see if I go this one, add. That's fine. All right, looks like we're back. About halfway through the picks. Only 9 votes, but 56% saying the Canucks, 44% saying the Kraken. That's only 1 vote splitting the difference there. Who do you want Vancouver to draft? I'm kind of all in on Kent Johnson at this point if he's available at 9, because I think that's just like a freebie. Because everything seems to think that he's going to be available there. And if not, someone else is going to drop. So I'm kind of hoping Kent Johnson. Man, he's already up in the Space Needle. He's so fast. Kevin Weeks is a machine. I think Pesci's better than Schmidt. But I don't know. I can probably find the... Is this it? I wish I could view this better. Mccann. Player cards. This is what I want. Yeah, so from the Flyers, they go with Carson Twarinsky. Now, if you haven't heard of Carson Twarinsky, I don't know what to tell you. You're living under a rock. Whoops. I thought they were going to go... Who did I have on my list for Philly? JVR. Like, JVR seemed like a slam dunk. But they go with Carson Twarinsky. Again, like, putting cap space overall, which is just so boring. Cammy Granato. Hype. Pesci. This one's... So, Brett Pesci is 96% WAR. And Nate Schmidt is 44. So, Pesci is analytically a lot better. I mean, this last year, Schmidt was 14%. And Pesci was 98th percentile. So, yeah, not close. Carson Twarinsky. What a player. I even spelt his name wrong because it's such a weird name. It's Carson with an E. Twarinsky. Who's that? He's a 23-year-old player. Now, this one's weird. This one's weird to me. They go with Brandon Tanev. Now, he's going to be like on their fourth line. Actually, he might be on their second line off the bat. But he's got like 4 more years at $3-something million. Man, he looks a lot like his brother though, hey? But I thought they would go with like a Zach Aston Reese here. I remember on our poll, we had like a couple of options and neither of them were Tanev. Man, that's a big logo. Yeah, the Tanev pick seems bizarre to me. I don't get it. Vancouver's going to have it tough to make the playoffs this year. I think they are using the cap in the wrong ways. You're right. I 100% agree. 100% agree. And I think they're spending a ton of money on Alexiak, like $5 million at 4.6 or something like that, or 4 by 5, something crazy. Oh, that picture's so good. Let's go Kraken, he says. All right, who's next? The Washington Capitals. Now, this pick is going to be Vitek Vanacek. And this is who we projected. This is a good pick. They need to pick 3 goalies, and Vanacek's a really smart one here. He looks like he has really good potential. I like the Vanacek pick a lot. Again, I'm surprised that they went Decord as their 3rd goalie. So all 3 of their goalies are locked in. Dreger, Vanacek are their 1-2. Joey Decord will be starting for their AHL squad. And we're taking another commercial. Ugh. I love commercials. Woo. All right, how many picks do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're only halfway through. Oh. This would have been a lot more fun if the picks weren't leaked ahead of time. But we have seen nothing different yet, which isn't surprising. So we're 2 divisions down, 2 to go. It is a bit of a snooze fest. Yeah. I wish I could spice it up for you guys, but I don't know how. I honestly don't know how. Man, their jerseys do look pretty good. The home ones look good. That logo is big. I think it's just big because there's not many NHL logos that are taller than they are wide. Right? How many logos are taller than they are wide? Like, I'm looking through and it's like none of them. Honestly, are there any that aren't Seattle? Maybe the Leafs? But I think because of that, I think they just regulate the width. And then the height, since it's a taller logo, that gets to be bigger. Would be my guess. Did my audio break, guys? Is my audio working? I guess I can check myself. To be bigger. No, it's working. Just everything's broken on my side. Maybe the Rangers. The Rangers one's pretty square. I think it's a little more square than it is tall. Just an S. I wish they had gone with the Superman S from like middle or from like elementary school, like the 3 lines. That'd have been sick. That'd have been so cool. Oh, we got the Ted Lasso ad though. Fired up for season 2. Yeah, I don't even know. Maybe we'll yeah, there's not much like this is not very exciting. I was really looking forward to this being a fun event, like getting surprised, me like, oh, this is different than what we projected, and then big old Frank went out and had to be an insider and ruin it for us. Jerk. Frank Saravalli? How dare you? I'm gonna take it off. Gonna try something here. How do can I take it off of, there we go. There we go. It's not on sub only anymore. So anyone should be able to send a message. How fun is that? Wow, it even says chat is now open to everyone. I was just trying to test to see what that was like to have sub only mode on. Cuz I was kind of, my initial thought was, hey, it's going to be a big event because they're not going to leak the picks. They wouldn't leak the picks beforehand, right? So we're going to have like 100 people in here, and I didn't want to get too wild, but I was wrong. I was wrong because Frank killed the stream. I bet there is literally 30% of the people actually watching the broadcast than there would have been. Yes, hashtag thank you, Frank. Just keep it to a thank you, Frank. October 23rd. I hear lots of people yelling Vancouver in the chat. Perfect. October 23rd. Home opener for the Kraken against Vancouver. That's hype. That's going to be sick. I'm going. I'm going. I'll see you guys down there. That's smart. It's smart marketing. To do that. I'll put that on here. Time to embarrass him. Yeah. That's going to be sweet. $100% come opening night. Tyler Pitlick from the Coyotes. What we expected. So from Arizona, we projected. Who do we project? Christian Fisher, I think, was our guess. And we were wrong about that one. Do you think Patterson will have a better season? I think so. As long as he stays healthy. Don't mind me. Just going to book a hotel in Seattle for October 23rd. Like, legit, I'm going to book a hotel right now. Kayak. Find a place to stay. Near Climate Pledge. Is it still near as Key Arena? Key Arena. Seattle, United States. On October 23rd. Saturday night. So maybe the most boring moment of my life. You're not wrong. All right, what can I get here? 157 bucks. Can I see a map, please? Map view. All right. Okay, where's Key Arena? It's like north. Does it show me where like I actually searched for? I don't know why I'm not just doing this on my computer. I'm sitting at it. What if I just did Hotwire? Save some money. The name of the arena is kind of weird. Yeah, it was so Amazon sponsored it, and then they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna do a Climate Pledge Arena," and it's like, just call it Amazon Arena. Climate Pledge Arena, October 22 or 23. Make it a weekend. I'll go Friday to Sunday. 2 nights in Seattle. Up here. Doesn't really roll off the tongue super well. No, it really doesn't. Seattle. Let's get hype. They're firing the crowd up. I love it. And the Chicago Blackhawks. Boring. Boring pick. Not Zaddy. Could have picked Zaddy. Yeah, Zadorov would have been more fun. He's only played 42 games. Filters, give me Seattle Center. Jonas Donskoi. This is who we picked in our mock draft. Oh my god. Oh, I'm like these prices are so expensive, but I'm looking at 2 nights. Do something cool, yeah, honestly. Where is this? Oh, it's right next to the arena. All right, sold. $1,000. Well, tickets are going to be expensive for that game, aren't they? Whoa, taxes and fees are expensive. Maybe I'm not going to... Jonas Donskoi, yeah. You'd think they could have, like... I can just drive there and back that night. Jamie Alexiak from Dallas. Now, this one's interesting because they signed him. Where's the contract? Jamie Alexiak. 5 years, 4.6 million per. Is a lot of money for Jamie Alexiak. Were they already in cap trouble? That's a great tweet. That is wild. I wonder if the Seahawks are going to have a home game. Wait. Seahawks schedule. Do they have a home game on the 24th? They play a Monday nighter on the 25th. Damn. So I was going to say, if they played the Sunday, that would be a sweet sports weekend. What if I just say they're Saturday to Tuesday? That's got to be a price error. What if I went Saturday to Tuesday? That'd be 3 nights. Yeah, let's pick a player who we can sign in 5 days. Well, yeah. I mean, if they don't want anyone else. That Monday night game going to that Seahawks game would probably be $300 a ticket minimum. Wow. Good for you, Jamie. You're the biggest guy. You're the heaviest guy in the NHL. What an honor. Kraken are like almost at the cap for, right? Yeah, they're above it. But they've got lots of UFA play room. Like a lot of room. Susie from Minnesota. Who did we project for Minnesota? I think we projected... Oh, yeah, we projected Capo Kakinen. So they went with Susie instead and then went Joey Decord in net, which just was kind of weird. Kind of weird to me. I don't want to spend $200 on a hotel for one night. Yo, anyone in Seattle can house me for the night on October 23rd? Maybe I'll get a hotel sponsor. Dave Hackstall. Wow, that was a coaching selection, hey? Yeah, it could have been Bukestad as well. So it'd be $200 for the hotel on October 23rd. Does the Mediterranean Inn have free Wi-Fi? So I can make a video. Be a good vlog. Airbnb. I don't like Airbnbs for one night. Because like usually there's like a bonkers cleaning fee. Maybe I'll get Clay to come. We can split it. Space Needle. Who's Seattle's farm team? So they're not ready yet, but it's going to be Palm Springs, a fresh team in Palm Springs. But for now, I think they're playing in Charlotte for this year because there's no arena in Palm Springs yet or something like that. I don't know. Is this dumb of me to just book a hotel right now? Wait, why don't I book this through like my credit card? I don't know what I'm doing. You guys get to live it with me though. Commercial. Perfect. Time for me to try booking a hotel. Aggressive Jim. Yeah, I mean, he's aggressive. I'm excited for the draft on Friday. That'll be fun. That'll give us something to talk about. And we'll have lots to talk about on Canucks After Dark tonight at 10 p.m. After typing like Space Needle. Oh my goodness. Seattle. Washington. I want to go to Seattle, Washington. I think the play is I book a hotel and then either I go but with like a friend, or I'm like, hey Clay, you want to split the hotel and let's make just a bunch of videos down there for opening night, get some views. I mean, we're only in it for the views. Views are everything. Okay, there's Key Arena. Mediterranean Inn, 201 a night, 262 a night, 357 a night, 275, 230. My lord. Okay, well this one's literally next to the arena. And it's fully refundable. Nice. We take those. Oh, and I have points too. Hell yeah, use all my points. Nice, it's gonna cost me $60. Let me just book this real quick. Yep. Use that. Yep. Book. Yep. Book. Boom. Hotel is booked. Nope. 5 input errors found on this page. Never mind. It's not booked. Oh. I have to like name my second person. Oh. I my credit card. Stay away from the rough areas of Seattle. I'm staying next to the arena. Like next to the arena. And it's 4.4 stars. And I'm all about the stars. I didn't check parking. Parking's probably going to be $60. But that's okay. I clicked book. Oh. Is it working? Analyzing transaction. Analyzing. It's not really spontaneous because like it's refundable up until the day before. So I can cancel on Friday before the game. If tickets are too expensive, we just bail. But we can make a sick travel vlog otherwise, which is fun. And I do want to see a game in every NHL arena. So no, this is regular season. They announced on the broadcast October 23rd, Saturday, is the Kraken home opener against the Canucks. So regular season. Oh, Marchand. 5-hour drive to Seattle? I mean, yeah, tickets are going to be pricey. All right, Marchand. I love Marchand. Do you want lower bowl or nosebleed? Depends on the price. It's their home opener. Their first game of the season will be like October 12th. Lower bowl or nosebleed depends on the price. If it's like $150 for the lower bowl, then I'll probably do that, but I'll probably end up in the upper bowl, which is fine. I don't really care. My transaction's still being analyzed. It's the boy Cali. Which is what we expected. This is who we picked in our mock. He's going to be a good winger. Marchand's the best. I love Marchand. What a legend. We are processing your booking. Man, they make it tough. Tough to book a hotel. Booking confirmed. We did it. Who's the player you're excited to see in a Kraken jersey the most? I don't know. Jordan Eberle probably is probably the most exciting player that they have. Cole Lind? Yes, Cole Lind. Let's go. Thank goodness for travel rewards points. 64 Canadian dollars for a hotel on a Saturday night in Seattle. And there's a microwave and a refrigerator? Oh, B-Wags. They have B-Wags out there to announce, I guess, San Jose's pick. Oh, I think my entire thing just froze. It's a... My entire thing is frozen. Yeah, it's working at least, but it's totally broken. Vince Dunn from St. Louis. I can't put the... Oh, it closed? Great pick. Their other option was Tarasenko, and that cap hit's a little risky. It would have been a more fun pick, but I mean, with Vince Dunn, you're literally picking a solid top 4 offensive defenseman who can play on your top pair, and he's only 24. Excellent pick. No complaints on that one. Mason Appleton. And that's another excellent pick. I think we mocked in ours. Who did we mock in ours? I don't have it here. Oh, we mocked Dylan DeMello. But I think Appleton makes more sense. Could have been Daddy, Zaddy, and Vladdy. Absolutely. Cole Lind, I really wanted him to push for a roster spot this upcoming season. Yeah. But I Testing, testing. We're back. We're back. So this program, which is what we were having problems with Canucks After Dark, I just keep having problems with. But we're back. Hayden Fleury. Good pick. Fine pick. Who did we take? We took him in our mock as well. And that's just a solid pick. Wait, you have 2 minutes to complete your booking. I already did book, didn't I? Yeah, I'm confirmed. The Fleury brothers, yes. Yeah, they are exempt. Yeah, I just forgot to put that on the list here. Still no audio. What are you talking about, Helava? Yeah, you're on mobile, aren't you? You're way behind. One of the best things with Seattle coming to the league is you can go to a couple of Canucks games in Seattle. Absolutely. I'm planning on it. I'm excited. Never been to an away game for the Canucks. Yeah, my bucket list goal is every arena in the NHL, and I think I've got like 5 or 6 off the list. So it'll be nice to just quickly knock another one off, you know? I think I've been to... I've been to all 3 of the California ones. I've been to Arizona, and I've been to Madison Square Garden. So I got some more to get through. D-Train's saying no audio now, but I don't believe you. I think you're just also behind. Yeah, no, there's audio. Liar. You mobile viewers. The mobile viewers are behind. I love Calgary fans are crying that Seattle took their captain. Well, maybe Calgary shouldn't have exposed their captain if you didn't want to lose him. It's pretty much that simple. That's going to be a good pick. Mark Giordano's such a slam dunk pick. You're getting a guy who is going to be really good for you for a year or two. And you can, if you're not making the playoffs this year, you can trade him for a bunch of stuff at the deadline. Any team, any contender would love a Mark Giordano. See, I was gonna get Wright or Bedard, aren't they? I don't think they're gonna be as bad as you think, Agam. I think they're gonna be a bubble team. Victoria, who'll become the Flames captain? Yeah, I think it's gonna be Tkachuk. Unless like they have some sort of falling out. But I think it's he is the face of their team at this point. He's going like he's a true star. Are they doing more than 82 games in Seattle in the league? No, it's going to be 82. 82 games. Same as always. They ain't taking Lind, gut feeling. I would bet you $1,000 right now that they are. Because every single leak has been right. We are like 24 for 24 right now, okay? Like, they're not just going to have only gotten this one wrong. Like, they've literally nailed everything. That'd be the easiest bet of my life. It would be like betting on a sporting event. It's like betting on the Super Bowl with someone a day after the Super Bowl, but they PVR'd it, so they haven't watched it yet. They could have had a much better team, but I think I think they're going to try to make a big UFA splash. I think is their plan. Or just try to wheel and deal and take on cap space, get a bunch of draft picks, and I don't know. They could have been like a top 10 team this year, but they decided against it. The trouble is, right? Like if you go all in and you don't get any, if you don't get any draft picks, like if you don't try to make side deals and pick up some draft picks for this year, you literally have zero prospect pool, right? You have the 7 picks you make in this draft, only 1 or 2 of which will ever play a game in the NHL. So like you do need to get a bit of a prospect pool going. And Vegas did that, right? They hoarded defensemen, traded a few of them, got some picks, and they were able to build up a decent prospect pool fairly quickly. But if you're only getting, a couple of decent picks a year, you're in trouble. I wish I went for one superstar. I think Eberle was a good pick, and I think Giordano is going to have been a good pick. Like, I think they got one of the best wingers available. They didn't go for JVR, though. They didn't go for Dadonov. They didn't go for Domi. They didn't go for a bunch of guys. Calgary. Now Kevin Weeks is in a hospital. He's so fast. He's just sprinting between all these locations. Imagine losing your captain. I mean, it happens all the time. Man, this guy is fired up about the Kraken. He's doing the full, like, hammer fists. Wouldn't Johnny Gaudreau be the new captain? I doubt it. Mark Giordano. Potentially the next captain. Or the first captain of the Seattle Kraken. Oh, yeah. Show him scoring on the Canucks. Thanks. Oh, another goal against the Canucks. I guess they only played against the Canucks and like 5 other teams this year, so. God, those Leafs St. Pat's jerseys are ugly. Oh, he's there. Is there a C on his jersey? No. That would have been pretty sick, though. That's a doctor, asks Antonio. I mean, yes. It is. He said he's a doctor. Yeah, they did pre-record all of it ahead of time. Of course, I'm joking. About him sprinting. Hey, Trevor, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Welcome. You hate that bald man. Okay, well, you didn't have to bring his hair into it. Jeez. A little bit rude, don't you think? Giordano finally getting drafted. I am so hungry. Kachuk captain season on Twitter. Yeah. Morgan Geeky on Twitter. Is now a bad time to tell everyone I have a Pizza Hut gold card? Yo. Sick. I'm back. Was Auberg picked? But yeah, I hate to break it to you. I hate to be the one that has to say it. Agam also gets left. There may be a connection. Man, just the discrimination against the bald boys. That's Kachuk just doesn't seem like captain material to me. I mean, I think he's one of those guys where like he's kind of a dick. But I also think that that's really good for like in the locker. Like I think he's a leader on his team, which is all that really matters. Tanev wearing the C would be sick. Chris Tanev. I mean, maybe give it to Markey. Let's go. Another goalie C material. Edmonton Oilers. Why don't they have DK out here making some picks, or Russ? Why don't they have Russ making these picks? That would have been sick. Yeah, Agam. I kind of do think that Kachuk's kind of the perfect captain. You see the Bucks winning the championship yesterday, Paul? I did. I had it on my TV while I played Rocket League and barely paid attention. It's the only time I ever watch basketball is the finals. Matthew Kachuk to Seattle in a trade, that would be wild. Adam Larson. Great signing. He will be excellent up there. I had Cahoon as my mock, but they went and they signed him. He's going to be excellent. Excellent in the top 4 and on a pretty decent contract. It was like 4 point something mil. Excellent deal for Seattle. I guess I don't need to spend 120 on an Albert Kraken jersey. If you're getting a jersey for 120, give me your supplier, please. I'm judging you for playing Rocket League. I love Rocket League. It's my favorite game of all time. It is fun if you know what you're doing. Yeah, I like playing with bad players. It was 4x4. I'll check it. For your 16 mil. Yeah, that's a steal. That is a steal. They're paying Alexiak way more. NHL shop. Oh, but you're getting a Fanatics jersey. Gross. Curtis McDermott. Kind of a gross pick. McDermott is here. He's just going to be defensive depth. They might try to trade him or just develop him. I liked Lizotte as the pick here, and chat did on Sunday as well. We went under the Lizotte train, and they didn't go for it. Yeah, my ski jersey was like $300 as well. Paul, you've probably talked about it, but who'd you preferred Seattle taking from Van? I would have preferred Holtby just because of the contract. Lind makes sense. I mean, I would have rather them taken like McEwen or something, but I think Lind was the smart pick. Just a higher ceiling, lower floor than a guy like McEwen or Gadjevich. Less likely to maybe like make the NHL, but more potential to be a solid NHLer. Whereas Gadjevich, McEwen, you're looking at like fourth line guys. Now he's in the aquarium. He's so fast. 2 picks to go. San Jose and Vancouver. Let's go. We're almost there. What are you doing in there? Get out of the water. I don't get this pick. Ryan Donato was an option. We mocked Ryan Donato. Someone, I don't remember who it was. Was it Dabnad pushing for Alex True? Or was it Agam pushing for Alex True? Either way, I don't know, man. kind of a meh pick. Like, he's enormous. He's 6'5". But, like, I don't love the pick. But sure. If they want a nice 5C, he'll be good in the press box. Good in the AHL. Good for him. The last pick will be Ron Francis will be fired in 3 seasons from now. I like the hot take. Braden Holtby? I'm kidding. Who's announcing it? The ownership group, Jerry Bruckheimer. Wow. Vancouver's gonna get bullied? Yeah, a little bit. Pretty sure True's connection with Francis, something like that. I hate that. Like, don't pick a guy because you know him. Yeah, I'm sorry, Agam. Like, pick the better player. Man, saying we're the luckiest city in the world to have Ron Francis picking is just something that's going to age. Like that, you're just setting yourself up to be on Old Takes Exposed on Twitter. Because like you're just like if they suck, like if they just don't play good, it's like, oh wow, you said it. It's 6:30, boys. Let's wrap it up. We're late. We're late. Is Lind there? Cole Lind. Yep. Nothing shocking. This is a fine. It's the right pick. I like that their stat for his NHL is in 7 games he had averaged 13 minutes of ice time. Yeah. Yeah, Lynn didn't show up. What a jerk. Your upper obsession is Lynn. Yeah, someone finally took Cole Lind. Proud of you. Proud of you, Cole. It'll be a good opportunity for him. He'll have a real shot to compete out of camp. You know, we got to beat out guys like Nathan Bastian, Carson Twarinsky, John Quenville, you know, Tyler Pitlick. So this is your Kraken roster right here. Nobody from Vegas. Home opener, October 23rd against the Vancouver Canucks. I'll be there, hopefully. I'll try to get there. And we'll have some live streams from Seattle. Maybe. Be sick. Get Clay to come. Schedule reveals tomorrow. Let's go. Yes. Schedule reveal. Gavin Bayreuther for Kraken captain. Yes. See, Agam's on top of it here. He's thinking. He's thinking things through at a 200 IQ level here that most others just don't understand. Well, that's it. That's our roster. I mean, I have it plugged into the model here. Let's full screen this. Let's switch to this view. So this is our Kraken roster. All plugged in. Not everyone's going to be maybe in the right spot, but I just wanted all the starters to basically be in the right spot, right? Opening night lineup, or what opening night lineup might be. So, what you can see on the side here, the darker the blue, the better the line. So first line, not bad, pretty average for a first line, pretty good. I honestly, Yanni Gourde, Jordan Eberle on a first line are probably going to produce a lot, and Jared McCann up there as well, going to do well. A solid defensive core, not great offensively. You can see they're sort of in the minus offensively, but defensively excellent. And I think really good depth here. And then Chris Drieger, I think could be really good. Projected points from this model from Top Down Hockey, 102, which would be a playoff team. Now, I might disagree with this. And remember, they still have a lot of cap space going into free agency, can maybe sign a few more good forwards, good defensemen, and they're going to score like 1 goal a game, maybe. But I mean, if they can go out and pick up a couple more good players and get this up, you know, start bumping guys like Brandon Tanev down the lineup with some good UFAs, you know, you could be looking at a real solid squad. McCann's going to haunt us like Toffoli. Yeah, I mean, you can't really. It was a long time ago. Seattle trades every defenseman under contract right now for Pietrangelo. That's a very hot take. I don't know about that. I don't know if they're in like... They kind of are sending mixed signals with this lineup, right? Some picks that are like, yep, we're in compete mode, like Mark Giordano, Yanni Gourde, Jordan Eberle. Like, yeah, we're gonna make a push. But a lot of guys like Twarinsky, Bastian, Lind, Alex True, that are like Morgan Geekie, Vince Dunn, like Carson Suit, like a bunch of guys where it's like, okay, we're gonna like compete a few years from now. So I don't know. It's kind of weird mixed signals. I don't know if they're just trying to pick for value, like trade value, and then go flip some guys, get some assets back. and do well and compete, or flip a lot for draft picks and try to ice a really good team in 3 or 4 years. Jeff Bookaboom, nice, good pull. But at the end of the day, I mean, they could, like, in this division, they could put together a playoff team pretty easily, especially with the cap space they do have. Estimated salary cap right now, according to Sportsnet here, $49.4 million. I mean, they have about $30 million to go. They can just pick guys up and, spend $10 million on 2 really good forwards, another 5 on a good defenseman. And you can compete in a playoff spot pretty easily. They make literally $30 million less. Anyways, I think that's where I'm going to wrap for tonight. I am starving. I need to get some food in me because I spent like an hour on the elliptical before the stream and it wiped me out. So I'm going to go pick up some food. But if you want more expansion draft Kraken talk or Canucks talk tonight, 10 p.m. Canucks After Dark, it's linked in the description. I'll be live for an hour with Canuck Clay, and we are going to do our regular show. And if you can't make it, you can find it on your favorite podcast platform. Just search for Canucks After Dark. Also, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. A little red button down there. Click it, make it go gray. Leave a like on the stream if you could. That would be lovely as well. You'll see you at Canucks After Dark. You'll mention Pontus Auberg. Don't worry. Looking forward to it. Anyways, that's it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And see you next time.